Hello, good afternoon. All right, y'all, I am running into my office. I got clients from 1 until 7. Let me tell y'all something. So I'm trying to give up Starbucks, and I've been trying since the beginning of the year. But now it's going to get serious. It's got to get serious, okay? I can't do it no more financially. And y'all know I've been trying to give up coffee. However, here's what I have concluded. That, hello, good afternoon. Okay, I'm going to have a little coffee now and again. Because to me, that gives me character. Okay? Oh, it gives me character to have a little coffee every now and again. And look, I know it's 12:17 and I have a coffee. But I didn't have any coffee this morning. I've been up since 6:30, y'all, doing a whole lot. I did a whole lot before now without coffee. So I'm going to enjoy this. This is my little treat. Okay. Good day. So, but here's the thing I decided. I started to learn how to make my coffee drinks at home. So I make my drinks at home just as good as Starbucks. Okay. I got my little milk frother. I got the little Starbucks pod. I got all the syrups. I got the caramel drizzle. I got the nutmeg. I got all of it, y'all. I got all of it. And when I tell you, like I made this one today, I was like, oh, this is better than Starbucks. This is better than Starbucks. And it cost me what? $1? $1.10 a cup? Shoot. So I'm on something new now. I'm on something new. And unless I'm traveling, that's the only exception I'm going to make. Unless I'm traveling, I will be doing this at home. So, and again, I sprinkle in my green tea in there every now and again because I am trying to give up coffee. So good. All right. I'm jumping into the office here. I just wanted to talk with you all a little bit about, hopefully everyone can hear me because I'm in my car, and sometimes, y'all, this car, the phone attaches to the car CarPlay. Anytime you get close to the car, the phone attaches to the car. So hopefully y'all can hear me. Can you hear me? He said bottoms up. Yeah, I'm drinking this coffee. Okay. But y'all need a reminder about the 5 stages of relationship, because I was working with a coaching client this morning, and she is, she got the stages all messed up. And I'm thinking, okay, let me come on here now and remind you what those stages are. And this will also give clarity. I want to give clarity to the people out there who say, well, Anita, you tell us to, date multiple people or get to know multiple people. And, I got some pushback about that. I understand. Okay. However, you have to understand the 5 stages of relationship so you can have a good idea of what I mean by that. Okay. So when you are first meeting people, when you're deciding, hey, I want to get back out there, I want to meet people, I want to jump on a dating app, or however you do it. Y'all know how I feel about the apps. Okay. But anyway, however you do it. Okay. That's the first stage. That's the exploratory stage, the talking stage. Y'all like to call it the talking stage. You're exploring. And yes, you should be exploring and talking to or getting to know more than one person. Because guess what? I don't owe you nothing. Like, I don't owe you nothing. I don't owe you loyalty. I don't owe you faithfulness. I don't owe you nothing. And that's for the men and the women. Don't get it twisted. Okay, so don't let the women come on here talking about, well, these men are dating. No, if they're getting to know multiple women, they don't owe you anything, right? They are getting to know multiple women. They're trying to choose the woman that fits them the best. And I tell men the same thing I tell women. Yes, go out there, entertain, get to know, talk to multiple women. Try to find the one that fits you best. I want women to do the same thing. That's in the talking stage. That's in the exploratory stage, okay? You are exploring. You are meeting. You are talking to on the phone. You are texting. You are getting to know. Once you have gone out on dates, so let's say, I meet a man yesterday. He calls me today. We're talking on the phone. We're just asking questions, and we're vibing and we're bantering and all that good stuff. And then we talk again tomorrow, or he sends me a meme, or, whatever people do. Let's say by Saturday or Sunday, oh, we should go to brunch on Sunday. We should, get up and go to brunch on Sunday. Oh, that'd be great, and I accept, and we go to brunch on Sunday. Okay. That does not entitle him to my exclusivity. That does not entitle him to my commitment. Like, we went out, we went to brunch. So what? Okay. So, and we could do that quite a bit, right? I could do that with him. I could do that with other men that I'm meeting or talking to, Yeah, we go out, we talk on the phone, we text, and we are getting to know each other. We are trying to determine if we should go to stage 2. Stage 2 is exclusivity. I will now agree to just date you. I am not dating anyone else. I am not on a dating app. I am not falling in anyone else's DMs, and I expect you to do the same. I expect you to just date me romantically, just talk to me romantically, and I'm going to talk to you romantically, right? And again, y'all need to separate exclusivity from the actual commitment of we're in a relationship. This is where it gets people, I don't know why, they mess this part up, right? We are exclusively dating. So if you needed a title, that would be the title. It's not boyfriend or girlfriend. I am exclusively dating Anita. I am exclusively dating Mark. I'm exclusively dating David. I am exclusively dating Cheryl. What the heck is this woman doing? What is this woman doing? Okay, y'all, sorry. They just peopling out here. I mean, she came real close to my car, but okay. And I just sat here. I was like, let this woman hit my car. I'm falling out in the street. But anyway, so exclusively dating. That means that I have gained enough knowledge and information about you to determine that, you know what? I kind of just want to pay attention to you. Like, I kind of just want to give you my time and attention. Like, this feels good. I'd like to see, so guess why I'm doing that? I'm exclusively dating you because I want to see if you could be my man. I want to see if you could be my girl, right? That's the next stage, stage 3, that's commitment. So now I have decided, after exclusively dating you, you know what? I think I want this to be something. I think I want you to be my girl. I think I want you to be my man. Then we gonna move on to stage 3, which is commitment. All of these stages require conversation. That's where y'all are going completely wrong. You are living in a land of assumptions. You're sleeping with people far too soon. That's a big part of it. You're giving your body away far too soon, and you think that because you gave your body away that means something. In 2023, that don't mean nothing. That don't mean nothing. It means less than nothing, okay? So keep your legs closed, ladies. Gentlemen, keep your drawers on. Keep your pants up. Keep your zipper zip. Take your time. Get to know the person. Get to know them exclusively. So you're just dating them. There's something they're doing that has brought them to the top, right? The cream has rose to the top. And you're like, you know what? Let me just date this person. Let me see what they're on. Let me see if this person could be my lady. Let me see if this person could be my man. Then you have a conversation like, you know what? We've been exclusively dating for 3 months, 6 months, 9 months. And I want this to be something. I want you to be my woman. I want you to be my man. I'm looking, for something serious. I'm looking for something stable. I'm looking for something long term. And, I think it could be you. That's when we're going to move into stage 3, which is committed. We are now in something committed. We are now with each other. We are we, okay? Not you and me, okay? We're we. What are we doing this weekend? Where are we going for Christmas, okay? I love that land. I love that land, okay? I love being in that land. So that's stage 3, commitment, where you are declaring that this person and you all are committed to each other. You're in something, okay? This is going to become something, okay? Then you gonna do that for a minute. And some of y'all may do that for a year. You may do that for 2 years. But at some point, if you have made it clear with each other what your ultimate goal is, one of y'all is going to have a conversation about, okay, I'm ready, to take it up a notch. And that could mean engagement. That could mean moving in together. Okay. In my land, it means engagement. But for some of y'all that are like, oh, I don't want to get married. I don't know how many times I'm going to hear that. I ain't trying to get married. Marriage isn't the ultimate goal. Blah, blah, blah. I'm never marrying again. Blah, blah, blah. She took half my money. Okay. So for those of y'all that ain't trying to do that. But in my land, the next step is engagement. So that's 4. Okay. Level 4 is we want to make this permanent. And so that means we're now headed into the land of engagement. And, I'm an old-fashioned girl. That means the man is going to propose to the woman. And again, it's not to say that that's not a conversation of where you want that to go, where you think that's going to go, looking at rings and all of that. Sure, you have that conversation, but fellas, I still expect you to propose to her. I expect you to plan something. Doesn't have to be a big, lavish, helicopters and lights and fireworks. Doesn't have to be that. Okay? It could be at your house. It could be at a restaurant. It could be in front of her family or not. Doesn't have to be, anything lavish. But you plan something and you propose, right? She says yes. Everyone's happy. Then we finally, at some point, get to stage 5, and that is marriage. We go all the way. We walk down that aisle. We say I do in front of friends and family, or you can go to the courthouse. Okay, that's becoming a thing. And you make it a legal contract. And if you're a person of faith like me, you make it a covenant. Okay, it is a religious or spiritual covenant. Okay, and so now it's official. You all are married. You're living together. You're living as a married couple. Maybe you're having children. If you're blending families. Okay, so now it's official. Those are the 5 stages. Those are the 5 stages. For those of you who do not want to get married, like I said, maybe the end all be all is living together under the same roof, buying a home together, and all the other stuff that y'all like to do without being married, without the protection of marriage. But I digress, because like I said, I can't speak to that. Okay, so I just wanted to clear that up because I don't know what's going on out here, but people are messing up the 5 stages left and right. And they're jumping in. They're being sexually intimate too fast. They're making a bunch of assumptions. They're not having conversations. And they're just messing up. But here's the one thing I'm going to say to you, and this is for the men and the women. Do not get it twisted. A person can be cut at any stage. Okay, hear me well. You can cut a person at any stage. Okay? Please don't get it twisted. Do not think that commitment saves you. Do not think that engagement saves you. Do not think that marriage saves you. That, once I've gotten here. No. Remember this always. And this is one of the hardest pills for people to swallow, especially men. Men really struggle with this because men are the ones that keep crying about unconditional love. Y'all keep crying about unconditional love, and women don't unconditionally love men, and y'all keep talking about that. Okay, when the reality is this: there's always unconditional love, but there is no unconditional relationship. And that means that at any point in time, the relationship can end. And that is a realization that a lot of adult people, you need to come to that, and you need to come to it fast. Like, to me, you're living like a child if you think, the relationship is unconditional, because it's not. It's not. Relationships between adults are not unconditional. They are conditional, and they are dependent upon what you do and dependent upon what that other person does. So a lot of y'all, you're not trying to hear that, but that's the truth. Relationship is conditional. It is conditional on two people coming together and both doing their part. Okay? So if you abuse me, you will get cut. You will get cut at any stage. The talking stage, the exclusive dating stage, the commitment stage, the engagement, and the marriage stage. There is no stage that is safe from your abuse. If you abuse me verbally, mentally, emotionally, physically, sexually, financially, you will get cut. You will get cut. I will give you back to God. I will pray for you and wish you the best, but you will get cut clean out of my life. Understand that. And you should. And you should. I would be a damn fool to stay in any form of relationship with someone who chronically abuses me. So hear that well. Hear that well. I don't know where y'all getting, your toxic thinking from, that a person can do you any kind of way and treat you any kind of way, and you just supposed to say, oh, no. That's not how that works. You can get cut. Okay? So any form of abuse, and know this, neglect is a form of abuse. Okay? Cheating is a form of abuse. Yes, talking exclusivity. So it's talking stage, exclusive dating, commitment, engagement, and marriage. That's how that's supposed to go. Talking, exclusively dating, and you don't need to be sleeping with anybody when you exclusively dating them. I'm just getting to know you, and I'm still not sleeping with you. When we enter into the land of committed, we're boyfriend and girlfriend, or we're headed towards something deeper, better, whatever, maybe. For those of you that's your standard, okay, maybe. But I would say to women, yeah, make that your standard. I need to be in a relationship with you. I need to be in something serious and committed with you. Yeah, I'm not going to sleep with you in the talking stage or even the exclusively dating stage because, like I said, I just don't believe in having casual sex. I think you should have something stable and secure with someone before you go to that level. So that's just me. But you can get cut. You can get cut. And that's the law. That's human nature. That's one of the laws of human nature, that if you agree to partner with someone, you come together with someone in a relationship, the understanding is the two of you will both do your part in that relationship. And if someone does not, you should not continue to do your part and they're not doing their part. And I'm talking chronically. I'm not talking about here and there. Somebody gets sick, somebody get laid off and all of that other. I'm not talking about that. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And it's sad that I have to spell it out like this because I think I'm talking to grown-ups, but y'all know what I'm talking about, okay? You know what I'm talking about. Someone chronically abusing you, chronically neglecting you, cheating on you, lying, stealing from you, just doing behaviors that are emotionally, abusive and chronically abusive, verbally abusive. Any form of abuse can get you cut. Easy. That's an easy one. That's a real easy one for me. I don't even need to think about it. I don't need to ask nobody. If it feels abusive to me, if it's chronic, not a one-off. I'm not talking about a one-off. I'm talking about this is how this thing is going for months or weeks. Yeah, you will get cut. I will make that known. I will make you aware of it. I will expect some sort of turnaround. I will expect some sort of change. If that change is not forthcoming, I'm good. I'm good. Okay? There is no unconditional relationship between two adults. You grown. Okay? If you don't meet your end of the bargain, if you're not safe, that's another one. If you're not a safe person, if you're not emotionally safe, if you're not physically safe, I'm out. We good. I cannot thrive here. I will not simply coexist. I don't do relationships like that. I'd rather be on my own, have the relationship with myself. I'm not going to pull another person into my life to simply coexist with them. I don't do that. I don't. If I'm going to pull another person into my life, it's going to make my life exponentially better. It's going to make me that much more happy. It's going to help me to relieve stress, not cause stress. So, okay. But yes, you have to have standards and boundaries. Everybody does not get access. Everybody does not get to stay in your life just because. It just don't work that way. But this is a healthy way of thinking, and a lot of people are not healthy. A lot of people. They have toxic loyalty to people from their past. Their family treats them like crap, but it's my family. Blood is thicker than water. I'm not cut from that cloth. I'm not cutting my family even know it. I don't believe in that school of thought. If you abuse me, you will lose access to me. That's my rule. No one, regardless of title, has the right to abuse me. That's it. That's it. I live by that. I really do. So I just wanted to clear this up because there was some misunderstanding about the whole dating of multiple people. Once you are exclusively dating, the intention is that, remember, I'm doing this because I do want to give this person a real shot. I do want to see if this person can meet the needs I have and if I can meet the needs they have. And don't forget that second part. Don't forget that second part, because y'all focused on yourselves. You focused on, well, what am I getting out of it? What are they doing for me? No, can I meet their needs? Can I meet this other person's needs? What do they need from me? That's what you're assessing, as well as, can I get my needs here? So yes, if I am getting to know you and we're hanging out and having fun and this and that, and then we have that talk about exclusively dating, I'm now assessing, do you have what it takes to be my man? I'm assessing, do I have what it takes to be your lady? Okay? And sometimes in that stage, people get cut. People get cut. They shift into neutral. They stop doing, nice things, kind things. They stop showing effort. They stop showing up. That's the answer. That's the answer in my mind right there. You start turning away from me. You pull your energy back from me. You start ignoring me. You stop seeing me. You stop, your energy stop coming towards me. That's my answer. That's what I can expect when we become committed, engaged, or married. That's exactly what you're going to do. So yeah, if that happened, I'm good. I'm good. And so yes, that person will in turn, there's a bug in here, y'all. It's getting on my nerves. That person will in turn get cut, right? Because there's no need to go any further. If this is the behavior I'm getting when we're exclusively dating, I don't need to go any further. So we good. If the behavior is great, then you move on to being committed. And again, if the behavior goes severely down, and I'm not talking about comfortable, now we're comfortable with each other, we're cool. Okay, that's fine. I expect that to happen. But I'm talking a complete 180. Okay, if I'm getting completely ignored and we're committed, no, you're going to get cut. You're going to get cut. Just understand that. Relationships are conditional. And they're based on both of us coming to each other, doing our best, putting our best foot forward. Could I ask the person I'm dating what are their needs, what they need in a relationship? Absolutely. Absolutely ask that question. And here's how I normally ask it. So if we decide to exclusively date, I say, so what are your expectations of me? That's how I say it. The last person that's exactly how I said it. We were on FaceTime. I said, okay, great. So tell me what your expectations are of me. What do you need from me? What does that look like to you? And I usually do say it in the form of, what are your expectations of? Because people have expectations. Like, can we be honest? In their mind, they have an expectation of what what you going to do for them, what you going to give them. So just straight up ask that question. What are your expectations of me? And then hopefully they'll ask you that same question back. If they don't, that is not an excuse to not tell them what your expectation is of them. If I had a nickel for every person that didn't speak up, remember, you're responsible for getting your needs met. And it's a cop-out to say, oh, I asked this person XYZ and they answered and they didn't ask me back. So what that got to do with you? You speak up. You tell them what you need. You tell them what you want. Okay? You're responsible for getting your needs met. So whether they ask the question back or not, it's on you. Well, here are my expectations of you. So yeah, you speak up, you advocate for yourself. And can I be honest, if you're not doing that and you're not getting your needs met, that's on you. Like, that's on you. All these covert contracts and, oh, you should read between the lines and you should ask me this and you should, no, that's for children. Adults tell people what they want and need. So here are my expectations of you. I have no problem saying that. And I expect that if we're now in a committed relationship, that you not be on dating apps, that you not be talking to your exes on the regular, that you not be, entertaining other people under the guise that you're single. You don't send DM messages, you don't text other women, you don't go out to lunch exclusively with other women. I tell a man straight up. I have that conversation when we're exclusively dating. Because I don't even want to become committed to a man who is still friends with his ex, who is still talking to his ex-wife regular or talking to his ex-girlfriend regular. Or, oh, I got all these female friends from college and we have a group chat and we talk all the time. That's not someone I want to be committed to. So y'all ask these questions when you're exclusively dating. This is what that stage is for. And you're not using it for that. Some of y'all are going from talking to jumping straight into committed, and then you finding out the person has a whole lot of stuff that you don't want from a committed partner. You don't want to deal with that. But that's what exclusively dating is for. That's the in-between. I'm exclusively getting to know you, and I'm going to ask some questions related to, do I want to be committed to you? And how about this? Let's go here. I'm going to make this conversation a little PG. Y'all need to talk about sex. When you exclusively dating, that's when you're going to have all your sex conversations. Because I'm keeping it 100. If that person cannot meet your sexual needs, do not commit to them. Do not commit to them. And see, a lot of y'all can't read between the lines. That's why so many people have problems with people abstaining. That, oh, how do I know what I'm getting? And, I don't believe in abstaining or celibacy and blah, blah, blah. Because y'all are not spiritually attuned. Like y'all are, I'm not going to say weak, but you're not attuned. That's what I'm going to say. You're just not spiritually attuned. You're not attuned. You don't know how to feel a person's vibe and energy out, especially sexually. I'd love to do a live about that. I know what a man is going to bring to me sexually. I don't have to take off his clothes. I don't have to see him naked. I know what I'm getting simply exclusively dating a man. I know what he's going to bring to me sexually. I know if he's a selfish lover or not. I know if he is a sensual person, if he is a passionate person. I know if he has porn addictions or trouble with porn and stuff like that. I know a lot. I attune a lot. I can tell a lot about a man and his energy. And I'm going to be quite frank. I can tell if I'm going to enjoy having sex with him or not. I really can. And for some men, the answer is no. Like, no. I don't want to commit to this. I can already tell that I don't want to commit to this. And short of knowing his physical attribute, like the size of his package, that's the only thing I may not fully, completely know. But y'all, if I can be, if I can, again, get a little PG on here, y'all put way too much emphasis on the size of a man's package. You really do. Y'all put way too much emphasis on, oh, he got to be hung and blah, blah, blah. Most men are not. And you're going to be just fine. There's other things you should be assessing a man for other than the size of his package. So what? There's plenty of men that have, length and girth, and they're selfish. They're selfish lovers. They're not giving you the time you need. They don't care about your pleasure. Like, okay, don't matter how big his dingling is, if he's selfish, if he's quick, if he don't care about your pleasure. To me, it's like, okay, so? And if he don't know what to do with all of it. So you're assessing for the wrong thing. But I can assess a man. I can assess his sexuality, his sensuality. I can assess a whole lot with us just exclusively dating. I really can. And yes, there may be some physical touch. Yes, there may be some kissing or hugging. Sure, that's happening. But I'm not having intercourse. I am simply, I am enjoying his energy, his vibe. Yeah, there is a way. But the truth of the matter is, when people tell me that, I'm just going to be honest. When you're so obsessed with sex, you're so obsessed with intercourse, oh, I can't be with somebody. It's because you are not spiritually attuned. You're not in a sensual part of yourself. You're not in your highest self. You're so focused on intercourse, and that's all you care about. You don't care about anything else. You don't care about being attuned to your partner. You don't care about connection. You don't care about love. You don't care about sensuality. You don't care about any of that. Y'all are obsessed with intercourse. And y'all really think you're doing something. You really think you're doing something by having intercourse and having an orgasm. Like, no, it's deeper than that. It's better than that. The sex I have is better than that. It's so much more, so much deeper than that. It's not just that. But again, I may not be talking to the right crowd. I may need another crowd to have this conversation. But yes, when you're exclusively dating, that's when you are assessing that. She says, operating strictly from the outside. Precisely. There's tons of people that don't get it. Every time I have this conversation, gosh, I would be a wealthy woman if every time I have this spiritually attuned, sensually attuned conversation, I see all these eyes like, what is she talking about? What, like they just don't get it. They just don't get it because you're obsessed with intercourse. And it just tells me, like, you're not a good lover. Like, can I be honest? People who are obsessed with intercourse are not good lovers. They're not. I'm just telling you. She said you're talking to the right crowd. I hope so. Yeah, because that's the first sign to me of you're not a good lover. If a man is just, sex, intercourse, like, I'm like, dude, you can't even come close to satisfying me. Like, I can tell. I attune to a man's nature, his higher nature, the higher part of himself. And like I said, men that are just obsessed with intercourse. Number one, it tells me they're not getting it. That's what it tells me. When you come at me, like when that's the main thing you come at me for, number one is because you ain't getting it like that. Okay? You have not gotten it like that, and you ain't getting it like that now. That's the first thing you tell me. The second thing you tell me is it's not going to be that great. It's just not going to be that great. You're not a good lover. You're not a careful, sensitive, sensual lover. You're not. You're all about yourself. You're all about getting yours. And I just have no interest in sleeping with men like that. I don't. If it ain't pleasing to me, if it's not turning me on, if it's not something that makes me feel good, I'm gonna pass. Like, I'd rather have nothing than have that. So that's just me. I'm just keeping it real. But learn how to attune. Learn how to attune, okay? You can tell a lot about a man's hug or a woman's hug. You can tell a lot about a man's kiss or a woman's kiss. You can tell a lot about a woman's eye contact, a man's eye contact, right? There's lots of things you can tell. The way a person moves, you can tell a whole lot. Dancing with them, you can tell a whole lot. And you do not need to have intercourse. So y'all out here just obsessed. Like clearly y'all not getting it like that. Like, clearly some of y'all, you just not getting it like that. And I guess, as they say, if a person's starving, they're going to be obsessed with food. So that's what I think is going on. You starving, and so you coming at women or you coming at men with this sex. You're like, no, there's higher things to learn about a person than that. So that's what that exclusive dating phase is for. That's what you should be assessing, because I'm assessing, can this man please me sensually and sexually? Can I please him sensually and sexually? Does he have fetishes? Like, oh, y'all, I have had some men that had some fetishes, and I was like, I can't do it. Like, I'm not the girl for you. And we talked about it. We talked very, rated R, rated X. And we talked. We laid some things out on the table. And look, I had to share some of my little things. I was like, okay, because this is what I'm going to need. This is what I'm going to need on the regular now, okay? This is what's going to keep Anita's interest. This is what's going to turn Anita on. This is what's going to keep Anita, all over you now, And you have those conversations when you're exclusively dating. But can I be real? If those conversations don't go well, if you find something out in those conversations that you can't provide, then that's your answer. you know what? I just don't think we're a good fit. I don't think I'm the person for you. I don't think you're the person for me. Like, you have to be honest about that. And it's happened. It's happened where I have to lay people down and go, I got to pass, because there's things that you want that I can't provide. And be honest about that. Be honest about that. Yeah, we done went clear to the left on this conversation, but it had to be done. It had to be done, y'all. Some of y'all are not talking. You're not asking questions, and you're not asking the right questions. You're asking these dumb questions like, what's your favorite color? And, what's your sign? And, just dumb questions. Y'all asking questions that the answer to them don't matter here nor there. You need to be asking some deep soul searching questions. Some questions that's going to determine, do you want to be committed to this person, and can they be committed to you? Okay, we're all adults. That's why I'm talking like this, because we're all grown. I assume there are no children on this live. You're a grown up. So you got to start acting like a grown up. But those are the 5 stages in order. You are in an exploratory, dating, talking stage. That's 1. Okay, I'm about to give them to you. Mr. 7XPSP. Number 1, you are exploring. You are dating, and you are talking. Like, you're getting to know. That's the first stage. The second stage is when you find someone that you're like, wow, this person's great. I'd love to just date them. That's called exclusivity. I just want to get to know you. I just want to date you. I want to put all my focus on you. I'm not going to be dating other people. I'm not going to be talking on the phone. I'm not going to be on my apps. I'm just seeing you, and I want you to just see me. That's stage number 2. Exclusivity. And you are busting it. You're not, now let me change my word. You're not busting it wide open in stage 2, but you are definitely emotionally busting it wide open. You are vulnerable. You are transparent. You are open. You're having conversations around sex. You're having conversations around relationships, what you want, what you need, what you don't want. That's how you busting it open in stage 2. Because we need to fully vet a person before going to stage 3, which is committed. Now we've decided to be in a full-on relationship. You're my girl. I'm your man. We have that title. We can share each other on social media if you want. I don't share men on my social media until I'm married. But you could. We talk to other people about our person and say, yup, this is my lady, this is my man. It is official, right? Other people know about it. You meet family, you meet friends, right? Some of y'all, I'm gonna be real, you don't even have to introduce them to nobody when you exclusively dating. That's on you. I don't think that's a requirement. I think if we're just exclusively dating, we're just keeping it between you and me. But if you want to introduce them to people, great. Okay, that's stage 3. If you want something real and serious and long term, you're gonna go to stage 4. I can't even get it right, y'all, which is engagement. For some people, stage 4 is living together. Okay, you're gonna step up again to stage 4, and if you believe in marriage, you're gonna go to stage 5, which is marriage. Okay, those are the 5 stages. He says is it Lady Melly Mailgram? Is it wrong to be willing to change things about your expectations in stage 4 and 5? I would have to know what those things are. I'm curious to know what you would change. What would you change about stage 4 and stage 5? Stage 4 is engagement, or it could be living together if you don't want to get married. Stage 5 is marriage. Exploring, exclusivity, commitment, engagement, marriage. Precisely. So exploring includes dating multiples. It includes talking on the phone to multiples, right? I've had 2 or 3 men within a week, like, all say, hey, can I get your number? Hey, can we go to lunch? Hey, I'm going to entertain all of them. Because remember, I don't owe them nothing. I don't owe none of y'all nothing. I don't have a loyalty to any of y'all. I'm meeting all of you, and I want to get to know all of you. Either one of you could be my husband. That's why I need to do this. But at some point, let's say I meet 3 men in a week, and I talk to them for 2 or 3 weeks. I go out on dates for 2 or 3 weeks. One of them is going to rise to the top. One of them is going to have me feeling a way, and that's the person I'm going to say, okay, should I exclusively date this person? Because I'm really feeling him. This is the one person I'm kind of really feeling. That's when, maybe a month in, maybe 2 months in, I can say, hey, I'm really feeling you. I want to date you exclusively. What do you think about that? Okay. Anybody can bring up that conversation. I can, the man can. I prefer that the man do it, but if he don't, I will. So I don't have a problem. If the answer is no, then guess what I do? I keep dating other people. I say, okay, I keep dating other people. I keep dating him. But guess what? If someone else rises to the top, I ask that, hey, I'd like to just see you exclusively, and everybody else gets cut off. That's the chance that man is taking by saying, well, no, I'm not ready for that. Okay, I'm going to keep dating other people. If someone else rises to the top, it's going to be them. So just understand that. I don't owe anyone anything. There is no loyalty here at all. It's simply grown people getting to know grown people. What are your feelings about non-monogamy if it is agreed upon stage 3 and 4? Me personally, I'm a person of faith. I'm a Christian, and the answer is absolutely not. That's me personally. You have to make the best decision for you. That's what I'm going to say about that. My platform does not support it. I don't ever post anything about non-monogamous relationships, polyamory, polygamy, any of it. That's me. Okay? You do those things at your own will. All right, I got to run in here, y'all. I got 3 minutes to sit my behind down in front of this computer. I got an appointment at 1 o'clock. Thank you so much for joining me on this live. I will be saving it if you're coming in on the end. Please check out the replay. Please comment. Give me your comments about the live. Tell me what you think about the 5 stages, how you might want to implement them in your dating or relationship life, okay? Thank you so much for joining me this afternoon. And as always, stay open to love.